Well, Canberra, she says, Anastasia Palaszczuk, that she's waiting on more modelling from the Doherty Institute. It's all about the modelling, we keep being told, isn't it? But this would be an extraordinary act of economic self-harm. I think Queensland's hurting without interstate tourists as it is, isn't it?
Well, Premier Palaszczuk doesn't care about struggling family businesses whose livelihoods have been smashed clearly, and doesn't understand really one of the economic mainstays of the state of Queensland being tourism. This is a joke. I mean, I don't have a lot of time for, by the way, the National Cabinet Plan. I think what we need to do, and the Lib Dems think that we should open up on the 4th of December after everyone who's had a chance to get a vaccine has had that opportunity. And it's not about coercion, it's about free choice. But anyway, the National Plan is the National Plan, and the Premier should be sticking to that. And it's good to see Daniel Gershwind and the tourism industry actually standing up against this. I think the big thing, though, will be if New South Wales opens up and people start flying from Sydney overseas. I think people will be looking at Premier Palaszczuk saying, what the hell, we can't travel, people can't come here, but people are going from Sydney to London. It just won't be a good look.
I think that'll be the same for premiers right around the country. I don't think it's just going to be Queenslanders upset. Melburnians will be upset, those in WA. I mean, I think this will be the thing. Is the international border in New South Wales open? Once it is, I think it's a game changer. Let's go to submarines if I can with you, Joel. One of your colleagues, or only colleague for a little while left, Labor's Kim CARR in the Senate on the left. He's apparently unhappy with the whole submarine deal. He likes the French deal. He's called for a Senate inquiry into the whole AUKUS submarine relationship, the new alliance with the United States and the United Kingdom. What do you reckon?
There's no doubt, Peter, we will have lots of inquiries, including, of course, Senate estimates hearings between now and 2040 on this project. But look, Kim CARR has spent all of his working life fighting for local manufacturing and manufacturing jobs. And he was talking about sovereign capability long before COVID-19 and long before it became fashionable. So he's right to try to insist that we do as much on the submarine project here in Australia as we possibly can. I'm a strong supporter of the deal with the US, but there will be so many opportunities, Peter. This should spurn a civil nuclear industry in Australia and hopefully even spurn nuclear generation. The former Defence Chief Scientist, Alex Zelinsky, now the VC at Newcastle University, pointed out today that while the power pack is all of life on the boat, you still need, if you're going to be 3,000 nautical miles at sea and 300 metres underground, you'll still need people on the submarine who know a little bit about nuclear industry. And he pointed out, didn't know this, that an American commander of one of these submarines needs at the very least a master's degree in nuclear engineering. So this is a great opportunity for us. But I think Kim's right to argue for sovereign capability. But I think this is an exciting adventure for Australia to get access to this American technology.
I don't think I'm alone. I think my viewers will share my sentiment to hear you say all of that in positive terms about nuclear industry, but then to remember that you're leaving the parliament, so you won't be that voice of reason inside the Labor Party, is a sad thing to remember.